Your live. What's going on? Ellie here. When you start a YouTube video, live stream, it says like 3, 2, 1, and then your live, and like with an exclamation mark. Now, contextually, I guess it's saying you're live. But what the fuck does that mean too? And I think it's stupid. So I actually can't resist that entry. Namaste. Can't can't resist that punctuation mark either. Namaste. Super quick message, actually, because I've just been getting this really strongly in all kinds of ways. But I don't know. So here I go. I suspect that everything that everybody is planning for is I don't know. It's like I'm even reluctant to say it because I've got my fucking plans and I want them to all gonna go through. But here I go. I suspect that I suspect that what's coming, and rather soon, is gonna throw a fucking monkey wrench in everybody's plans. And what I mean by that, more than anything, I think, is what is coming is going to change paradigms so fundamentally that I would say the vast majority of the collective are not going to have any fucking clue what to do with themselves at all. And so, and I mean, that's the plot, right? Have people not have any fucking idea what to fucking do with themselves in general, so that when something happens, they look to someone else and expect answers, and then which just means they'll do what anybody else says, and that is atrocious. Why do you think school or education actually doesn't tell people how to live? It doesn't teach people fuck all. It rewards people for doing what they are told, and it punishes people for not doing what they're told. And I personally have lived through multiple experiences, but let's get specific in a window of time and say recently. Experiences that I 100% would never have believed is possible. But I'm equipped. I'm one of those I was one of those kids that got punished. You know what I'm saying? Like I and I get back up. So kind of in that same vein, I've had plenty of plans and attempts, and I want to say prototypes or failed launches or something like that, only because those are the words that English fails to rise to the occasion of. What I really mean is I've created shit, and I don't abide by things that don't make sense, and that's the world really. So a lot of my efforts have been met with bullshit, walls made out of bullshit, barriers made out of bullshit. So from one perspective, it could be seen as failure, and from my perspective, it just means learning. And the reason that I'm making this video, for the few that will see it before it happens, is I. I'm not saying this is like. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but anything is good or bad if you want to look at it that way. That said, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a fearful thing or anything like that. Also, I'm not a good judge of that because I'm not afraid of anything. So you might be afraid. Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I just think fear is funny. But I think everybody that's got plans is about to get fucked. I think everybody that has their highest priorities in a fictitious future is about to have their fucking minds blown. And I don't know if there's anything that you can do to really prepare for it in the societal cultural sense that we mean by preparing or planning. Um, because I don't mean, because what I mean is, like, I have my plans to kind of continue to express myself and have fun. And I'm going to go ahead and keep kind of doing that because I think that it's wise that you live your life the way you really want to live it stubbornly. Carve that fucking space out of your carve that fucking that fucking space out of your universe. Uh, and then do that. Live your life. Love as much as you can. Um, and when you bounce up against the barriers of bullshit, you fucking cut them down, go left or right, because nobody likes fucking rubbing up against bullshit. But um, what I won't do is rely on them or plan too far into a future of what that will look like. You know, I so if I were to have a suggestion, a channeled suggestion, because if you throw channeled in front of anything, it just like it totally like alleviates any kind of personal responsibility for what you're about to say, which is actually as funny as it sounds. To be like, oh, you're just like backing up from responsibility, but in truth, all your fucking thoughts, all our fucking thoughts, are not personal. They're like lifted from um, the collective cosmos. They're shared. Well, that's true. Um, that's really true. Uh, so I continue. Um, and then there's the other side of it, which is like the preppers, whom I am not going to take down even a notch, because I think that whole lifestyle is fun. Truth be told, I think that if you're doing it, living it as a result of fear, and living in preparedness alleviates your fear, then you are fucking kicking ass in life because you just have an obstacle and you're like, I don't like that. I'm going to do what I can to make it go away in my life. And you fucking did it. So, holla holla. If you're a prepper and you live in fear, period, then whatever's coming is going to fuck you anyways. So, sucks to be you. You're not doomed though. You can work on not being afraid, and then your life's worth living. But what will prepare you for anything isn't actually like going out and learning kung fu or learning how to fucking start fire with wood. Although, really, smart things to learn, period. I think everybody should know how to defend themselves physically. Because when everybody knows how to do that, then it's not learning how to defend yourself, it's learning how to use your body and taking responsibility for it. It's safety and your capacity to protect others. And who doesn't love road and sticks together? Holla, 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 holla. Oh, shit. But what is a super potent skill is to be prepared, to live right now like you want to be living it. And should anything change in this moment, what doesn't change is your intention and your personal integrity. What's inspiring this thought, Elliot? Well, actually, a few things, but what's most inspiring it right now is I'm finally getting around to watching Train to Busan on Netflix. It's a Korean zombie flick, and like, need I say more? All of a sudden, it's a zombie apocalypse. So you think any of these motherfuckers like got on the train being like, oh, I'm going to Busan. Oh, it's good. That I pack my knives just in case. No, but the person that's going to survive, or the person that's going to die well, is the person that isn't clinging to what won't happen now. It's the person that isn't attached to needing something that they don't have to live. And you can live every moment of your life that way, and you can get good at that. And then, like a last, like caution slash intuition, is I suspect that everything everybody is being limited by and preparing for is gonna be turned on its fucking head. And I can't say when, because the when doesn't matter. It could be tomorrow. It could be in 5 years. It could be in 20. It doesn't matter when if you never live your life from the present moment of intentionality. Because whenever that happens, you're fucked. Because you're no good at order. You're just good at taking orders. Am I being a little like forward slash offensive? I hope so. Because if this doesn't strike a chord in some part of your heart, mind, or soul, then two things are happening. One, you're ignorant. And I doubt that because you're watching this video, truthfully. Really, like a whole bunch of assumptions slash parameters can be met at even 13 minutes. If you're watching this video right now, I doubt very hard that you're ignorant. And the other thing is that you're fucking wicked. And that you're like, yeah, no, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense to me, and that's me. And if it is striking a chord, then you're not fucked. The ignorant one that's not striking the chord, that thinks that they're ready and not, they're fucked. You're pretty on point too, because you're now have like reached another layer of an awareness that you were already growing and resonates with you, and this brought you towards of being like, huh, purpose, soul, spirit, connection, my inner being integrated with my outer being. Maybe that's why I'm not satisfied. Maybe that's why they're not satisfied. Just making sense of your world. So right now, do everything you can, break whatever rules you don't believe in, because they're not real. And the repercussions, the consequences, all that bullshit, they're falling away. If you don't believe me, try it a little bit. Try it a little bit. I swear. Like, take something that you think you have to do in like a small degree and you don't want to fucking do it, but you're afraid of the consequences, and then the thing that you're doing a little bit isn't not doing it. Because if you don't do it and you're afraid, you're fucked. It's going to get you. But if you take this little thing, don't do it, and don't be afraid. Don't think about it. I don't even want to say give it your energy because that's too fucking cliche, although it's true. I want to say, and I don't give your energy to what you want. Yeah, okay, cool. That's true too. Uh, Practice not thinking about the shit that doesn't matter to you. Practice not being afraid of shit that isn't real. Because most of everything that you're afraid of hasn't happened yet. It's bullshit in your mind. And most of the bullshit in your mind that the fear is based on is bullshit that you've heard happen to other people, but you've never seen, but the screen told you. Right? I love you. And that's why I take the time to share these messages. And I'm here with you. Go team. All right. I will see you soon. Because I'm always around. Like love.